camera. Nobody warned you about that. Yeah. That's careful. You're going to make it you're going to make it floppier. Oh no.
Oh no.
It wasn't so floppy.
Your Cindy Lou Who hair is
It's not Cindy Lou Who hair.
floppy. Hello.
Hi everyone. We're
Floppy
reversed.
hair.
I think that's also what's throwing me off is you're on the different side than me.
Changing it up, it looks like.
Welcome everybody. Yeah, you're bumping the table. And we're adjusting. Hi everyone.
Hey everybody.
Welcome.
Happy Saturday. Jen, Dapper, Vanta Crew,
Crystal, welcome. Chris,
Jody
Hi,
made
Jody.
it.
Hi, Jody. Jody, I was just thinking about you today
Hi, Bob.
because I was going. We're cleaning areas of our houses, and I saw bracelets in my closet, and I was like, "Oh, Jody." So, Bob, hi, Mom. Mom's on.
Javier.
Emilio, thanks for joining, everyone. Happy
Nightmare
holidays.
Fuel super fans. Ob's got her Nightmare Fuel, her
I
Fuel
do have
Girl shirt on.
my special Fuel Girl shirt on, and very crooked hair from Nightmare Fuel as well.
Same, just crooked.
It looks so much better when I put it up. Whatever.
Jay, no beach. What the heck? Maybe Sunday.
I was gonna say that's twice now, probably in the last couple of weeks. No beach. Dang. But I hope you feel better.
Sunday, 10 o'clock. You better be on the beach, Jay.
Tomorrow is Universal Garage Sale for the public. That's so excited. We've never been to the Universal Garage Sale, but there are some awesome deals.
I saw Manicore Media posted that I think he was there and he saved over
Twisted Sister
about 50%.
Twisted Sisters were at the garage sale. Like
you can save some crazy money on like right now the HHN stuff.
Well, like anything.
Yeah.
Anything. There was some items there last year that were like Slytherin themed that I was like, I wish I was there. How are you guys all doing tonight? Thank you for joining us on your 6 o'clock on a Saturday evening. I assume most of the people that are here are obviously not at the Orlando Informer Meetup right now.
Wicked Store also opens tomorrow. Soft opening yesterday.
Yeah.
Saw that from Miss Widgeting World and Super Enthused, and
they held the media event and got to see some of the different posts of that, and it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, some themed treats with.
We have
meet and greets and photo ops,
Wicked, so
yeah. I mean, are you guys excited for Wicked? Are you excited for Wicked?
Wicked. I thought you said Wiccan. I was like, that's different.
Similar idea, I guess, but like.
Sorry. There we go. It'll be interesting. Like I know the story. I again haven't watched it, but it looks very well put together and very well themed. So I think that'll be fun in itself to get to go through and just appreciate the work that Universal Creative put into that. I don't want to just say building, but just like the artistry inside of it. Yeah. What about you?
No idea. I know like my parents and sister have seen like the Broadway musical of Wicked and love that, but like that's like the only thing I'm going off of, and so I know that not Wicked, but Dorothy.
Yeah, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, Wizard of Oz scared me as a kid, so
the monkeys.
I don't know what.
Monkeys.
Yeah, just all of it. So
I have to say, Jen, happy late birthday. Thanks for joining us. So glad to have you here. Yay. And shopping today. I hope you got something fun and like exciting, good that you really loved.
First, Bob is going to the meetup in February. Jody was just talking about going to the meetup in February too. So the February meetup is very exciting. It's towards the later end of February, but the February meetup still a great time. It's going to be chilly, Bob. So be ready. You also probably have a concert probably on the Saturday. Of the meetup, but
we don't know what the concert lineups are yet, but
it'll be a good time. We're excited. Are you excited for
it? Speaking of cold, it's going to be cold while we're at the meetup this week.
We're just looking at the weather and it's like a high of 70.
Right.
High of 70.
I think your quote was, and this came from Benton, not me. I have to figure out cute outfits to wear when it's cold. And I was like, what, something that matches your sweatpants? Like,
I usually run pretty hot. So like the idea
Yeah.
that's like, I'm usually, or like in a jacket. So like,
we were in jackets last year. We brought our winter coats that we have, and we wore
I
those
don't
at
remember. Because oh yeah, because it was like there in the mini meetup too
Mhm.
last year. In the mini
Mhm.
meetup, it rained.
It did. So yeah, like the high is almost 70 when we're down there, and then the low is
Heck yeah.
45. So I think it's gonna mean robe weather. I can bust out my robe, which
Hmm.
might need to get that dry cleaned. It's been a while since I've worn it. And then like long pants and long sweatshirts and things, like chilly in Florida. What? Yeah.
Javier is like says that the sensational show is starting back up on the 22nd. It is.
I'm
Very
pumped for
excited.
it.
We
Like,
have not seen it yet. We are very excited to
we
see
didn't
it.
get to see
We
it.
didn't really go in the summer though. So,
Mm-mm.
but we are very excited to see it, especially as part of the meetup.
I think we'll start at Cafe La Baba on Friday, and then we'll move on over and watch the sensational show, and we'll just keep moseying around and
We're
enjoying
gonna have to do the
meetup.
parade too.
Oh, and we're trying something new tonight. So we have a goal on here of 10 super chats of any range. But if we can get to 10 super chats before the timer's up, which was like
Who
an
knows?
hour-long
Yeah.
timer, we'll see. We'll do a live stream while we're at OI next week. So if you guys want to see us do a live stream, like just throw in a super chat. It can be the $2 one. But we're gonna see if we can get 10 super chats all together and have another live stream in a week, which would be pretty darn cool. So what else do you guys have here? There's a lot of notes here. Ben and I have just been chatting away. It is a prequel to The Wizard of Oz. Wicked is a prequel, and you get to know. Oh, thank you, Travis.
Travis starting it off.
Starting strong. By the way, Travis,
go Bucks. Go Bucks.
Ben absolutely loves his shirt.
Yeah, I wear it all the time. Actually, it's super soft. It's a great shirt.
Like thank you, Steven. Yeah, the shirt was amazing, and Ben wears it all the time. What does it say again?
Use the Force, Harry.
From Gandalf. It is just fantastic.
That is.
So, Crystal, thank you.
Jay, thank you also.
Thank you so much, Jay.
Again, hopefully by Sunday you're
we got to
feeling
get you
better
back on a beach.
Get you back on the beach.
This isn't the same without being on a beach.
We got to scroll back up, see what we missed.
Yeah.
More people of all ages possibly going to visit Universal. Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Because like, I know we just released the kids video, and like we don't have any kids, so it was kind of strange filming it. But at the same point, like, what would we take our niece and nephew to?
Right.
Like, plus then you're just gonna grow up a Universal fan.
When we filmed that video about taking kids, Ben was like, "What's a cool auntie rating?" And I was like, "It's what it means to me. Like this is how I do and pick things." Jody, thank you so much.
We will we're on track. We're gonna be doing a live here pretty soon.
Looks like it. 5 away. Thank you so much, everybody. Are the parks open late then? Is the park open late then for the OI meetup during Mardi Gras?
Yes. Which one?
I assume that's the question. If we're talking the February OI meetup for Mardi Gras, this is really important information to be aware of, especially
very important
when it comes to the Saturday OI meetup when there are concerts. This is something like a pet peeve of ours, but also just good information to have. Because of the concerts, it does typically push the start of the meetup events and food availability back
later. Yeah.
But the meetup still only goes till like that 1 or 2 a.m. time frame. So the food timing typically is a little bit shorter. Now, I think it was just last year that the OI meetup started offering food a little earlier in select spots, like at the churro stands and turkey legs and things like that. And then they had specialty Mardi Gras food during that February meetup. But just be aware of it. If you're going to a February or Mardi Gras seasoned OI meetup, especially on a Saturday night, your timing is going to be a bit more limited due to that concert. So it might be wise to start on the island side. Like, give yourself some options.
What that really means is like you're going to have to be a little more deliberate with your planning of like, I'm going to start over in islands because like the concerts are going to be happening in studios.
Yep.
When does food start? What foods do I want? And just being a little more dialed in with the planning.
But it is fun to watch the parade and to be over in
Oh,
studios
100%,
for the parade
100%.
during
Like,
Mardi
and
Gras.
you're going to be there for the concert,
Yeah.
depending on what the concert is. Once concert lineup, another one. Like,
yeah,
it's still a very, very fun meetup,
right.
even with kind of a little more condensed timeline.
Boone Times 2 said that they'll be at the meetup on the 13th and 14th. You guys are going to have a blast. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be so
even
fun.
though the Grinch meet and greet started, it looked like today, and people were already like lined up to meet the Grinch. So
I put a reel up on Instagram just yesterday, like 1 week away from the Grinch coming back, and somebody was like, they started the meetups. I'm like, my timing's off. But the Hula Day Spectacular will start next week on Friday. Bless you.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Okay. 50 and above is t-shirt weather.
You know what this does mean though? Hot butterbeer weather. I am here for hot butterbeer. The meetups are going to be wonderful to have a hot butterbeer.
There was one more question up there. Was there?
Any challenges going to occur at the meetup? I hope not. Weather, apparently, because one, there's a tropical storm rolling through in the middle of the week.
We'll miss it.
Hopefully we'll miss it. And then nobody's any worse for wear in the Central Florida area.
Right.
But
I think the biggest problem for me will be staying warm. Like, I do get so chilly, and I want to wear my cute outfits, and I want to be able to have these adorable shirts. But if I have to layer up, like, we'll see what happens. But if that's the worst of it, I'm excited to try some of the foods at the OI meetup too.
The winter rice, like Jody mentioned.
Yeah, Jody, I had to look up what winter rice was because I was like, must be a typo. What is this? But it's on the menu. You're right. Like,
Sammy, thanks for popping in.
Hello. I am also very excited. I don't know what makes mac and cheese holiday mac and cheese, but I'm excited to try that. And
it's Christmassy. It's made by the Who's.
The one thing it's not OI related that I'm really excited for again, Grinch cookies.
Grinch cookies are delicious.
The amount of Grinch cookies that I plan to bring home is probably a little startling.
Oh, it will be for sure. Especially because they come nice and packaged.
They do. It's so great.
It's going to be great.
It's so great.
Steve, first Universal trip in 2 weeks. Thank you for all the content. Excited for Grinch. So, fun fact, Steve, Christmas was our first trip to Universal also a few years ago.
2 years ago? 3 years ago?
I don't know at this point. 3 years ago?
3 years ago, 2021.
And so, like, that was our first experience with Universal, and here we are a few years since, and we're making content about it, and
you can too.
Go for it. Having a grand old time doing it. And so you're gonna love the Christmas season. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to enjoy, especially if you're going with your family. Like, Christmas is a really fun, family-filled time at Universal.
The music in itself, when you walk in to City Walk and then through studios in particular, but like the music playlist that they have, big fan. I wish we could share more of the music in our videos, but copyright issues. But we're excited to have that soundtrack playing.
And then Crystal's doing our first trip during Mardi Gras, doing the 4 days leading up to the meetup, debating doing the Ride and Dine.
Do the Ride and Dine.
One of the notes that we had for talking about today is do the Ride and Dine. It does seem expensive, like $89.99 a person. Isn't cheap, and we understand that, but like, that's a 3-course meal for everyone. And so when you do that math, okay, you're looking at $60, and then like it includes gratuity. So that's cool. So that would have been another $10-15 depending on, and then it's like you're guaranteed a spot for the
if you've never done the
wonderful
bead throwing experience on the floats, the Ride and Dine's our favorite way to get to do that if you're willing to spend some money. Because like the meal in itself, great. Like to be able to get such a large amount of food. It's more than 2 people need. But the bead throwing experience is almost worth it alone. Like, given you can go and see if you can get in the virtual queue and do it for free. But it's a good way to save money. It's not guaranteed though. So if you really want to have that experience, like do the Ride and Dine. It's like a core memory for us. It's one of our favorite things to get to go do. And especially like you get to know the floats, and you get to like our first time was on King Gator, and it was just the most amazing experience. So.
And then like they offered more restaurants like coming up. And so like last year it was just like Lombard's, Finnegan's, NBC, and Cowfish.
Yeah.
And then this year they've added
Confiscos?
Confiscos, Antojitos,
Bob
Bob Marley's, and Pat O'Brien's.
Yeah.
And so like the fact that you just get more options to choose from for your dinner is wonderful.
Where did you, because we signed up for Ride and Dine already to do it on the first night of Mardi Gras. It's like our tradition of what we enjoy doing. What restaurant did you pick for us?
We picked NBC. NBC is a sleeper for us. Like we love NBC Grill. And so like it's one of those restaurants that's open all the time and it's delicious.
Ben loves the
goat cheese
chicken.
Delicious.
Like entree. It's very good. But then we also got to have an appetizer and dessert this time, which is so fun.
Big old pretzel.
Yes. Let's see here. Yes, I agree, Jody. I think the cool weather at Universal during this time of year, like as much as I get concerned about staying warm, it's so fun to be able to enjoy a hot butterbeer.
We just
so fun.
Like it's funny though, because like meet a summer, we're like it's so hot, and then we get to December, like it's so cold.
Well, like October was great weather for us. We're like, I can walk around in shorts and a t-shirt. I'm super comfortable. All right. Also, we're at 6 super chats. Thank you so much, everybody.
Yeah, you guys
you're killing
it. Crushing it. Delicious kind of white cheese baked mac and cheese. A little more elevated.
Ooh.
Okay.
I can get with that. I can get with some Christmas mac and cheese. I mean, there isn't many mac and cheeses I don't like.
Yeah, mac and cheeses. Jay, talking about mac and cheese. John's mom's mac and cheese is phenomenal.
John's mom has the best mac and cheese ever.
Yeah.
In case you're curious, I can't share the secret recipe on here, but maybe we can talk to Big John.
Maybe we'll put it on Patreon.
We might. I have it.
I'm sure. I know.
I'll get permission from Big John, and if we can, we will share our mac and cheese recipe to our Patreon members. And by our mac and cheese recipe, I mean John's mom's mac and cheese recipe. You don't want to know the ingredients, but I'll tell you what, it comes out delicious. So
Steven is excited for Christmas in Hogsmeade and Seuss Landing. Yep. Those are the two places, especially like Seuss Landing is just magical. And so like, yeah, I could spend all day in Seuss Landing
whereas I'm over here, like I tear up every time I watch the Christmas at Hogwarts light show. And I'm so excited to watch that again. Like, it's like going into Ollivanders and watching that experience every time.
Any tips for the 22nd and 23rd OI meetup? Can't wait for my first OI meetup.
The number one tip.
Number one
tip. Yeah. You have to say hi to us because we're going to be there on the 22nd and 23rd.
We'll be there.
That's the number one. Number two,
enjoy it. Attempt to basically like, we try to not backtrack too much. It's easy to just be like jumping back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But then you're kind of sucking up your time, just jumping back and forth between the parks. And like, so enjoy kind of one park, then go to Islands or Studios. Get there early also, because then you can enjoy the parade. Sensational Jay's just in here getting us to 10. We're about to do it live. But then like get there as soon as you can. So usually you can get in at 5 if you don't have daytime park admission, and like start enjoying the parks.
The free food that they offer in check-in starts by 3.
Yep.
And so you can hang out and be there. Jay, you're so funny. Thank you. I think my biggest tip would be find a good balance for yourself of enjoying the free food that they offer at OI and doing rides. It's really easy to like get pulled away from one or the other. And so, or to want to eat all the food and then go ride the rides and you're just like, oh my goodness. Thanks.
Just keep it going.
All right. We will do a live. Thank you so much. We'll do a live during the OI meetup, either Friday or Saturday. We're planning out when we're filming things, and we will let you all know. We'll put a post up soon enough if it's going to be Friday night or Saturday night for the live. Thank you so much. You helped us reach our goal. And I was going to have you take your shirt off as the win. We would have been sitting here with no shirt on for half of this.
Yeah, it would have been weird.
But yeah, enjoy your time at OI. It's great. And then the best part, you're doing it for 2 nights. And so
plenty of time.
You'll finish up on the 22nd and be like, oh my gosh, we get to do that again tomorrow. So then you'll know exactly how you want to spend your day the next day, which will be great.
Just take a look at the food menu beforehand. They've already emailed it out. And so like, just take a look, see what strikes your fancy and things that you want to try. And a lot of them don't feel like compelled to like eat everything.
Right.
Like we've done
Take it from us.
Don't do it.
Mm-mm.
Eden,
Let's
thank
see
you
here.
so much. Nick, how are you?
Hi, Nick.
Good to see you.
Boone Times 2 says Ride and Dine is 100% worth
Oh,
it.
Ride and Dine's great.
It is. It is.
Especially because like they're probably going to change it this year because like we had heard a rumor that Universal had seen like that people were just like spamming the like virtual queue, so they kind of stopped doing that.
Yeah,
and so
I mean they still had a virtual queue. It changed a little bit.
Changed a little bit. So,
but a lot of people enjoy throwing beads. It is a great time.
It's a great time.
So,
I'm
laughing at all the yeah. Oh yes, thank you.
Marcy
just chimed in and can't wait to say hi next weekend during the meetup. Heard y'all talk about mac and cheese, but what do you think about winter ice?
We didn't.
So I didn't know what winter ice was.
Yep.
We looked it up. We will try it. It sounds all right. I've never had winter ice. I think it was the cashew chicken spring rolls that caught your eye more than anything.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, we're gonna try it. Like based off people's recommendations, people questioning. Like we have to try it now.
I think what's funny is I know we only filmed one video this year at OI of eating all the food again, but I feel like we've just done that so many times that I'm like, I'm picking my select foods and I'm only going to have these couple of things. And so I'm going through the menu now going, all right, what are the key things I want to hit up? We will try winter rice, the holiday mac and cheese, of course. And then we were talking about, Mel's is so good.
Is up our alley right now.
Like Mel's has been the place for us, especially during HHN. But I want a Mel's burger again, and especially if it's a free Mel's burger.
I'm pretty sure we went to Mel's like majority of the nights of HHN.
Yeah, I think we did. And then Ben wants to go and hit up Cafe La Bamba because they have some really good tacos there. Their mojo pork is great, and they have some very good fresh guac. So big fans of that. We'll have to make sure we don't get too filled up at our dinner at Antiquitos beforehand.
What hotel are we staying at? I missed it. We're staying at Dockside and Surfside this time.
We are.
We saved a little bit of money, just because there's a ton of things coming up. We got Epic Universe
a lot on our plate coming up
that Nick's bringing up, and Mardi Gras, and we got moving, and then
moving's an expense in itself.
If we also just had the release of the Freedom Passes for 2025, so we got to do
talk
that.
About that for a bit. But
a lot of little things.
Yeah, we decided to go with Dockside, Surfside, save a couple bucks, and then
we also haven't done a Dockside, Surfside review.
We have not done a Dockside Surf. Even though we've stayed there, we've never filmed a review. So we're going to do a hotel review at Dockside, Surfside. We're at Dockside? Surfside.
Dockside.
We're at Dockside for this visit. And so, we'll be there. Enjoy the time. And it's very interesting because now having stayed offsite, I am so excited about that shuttle service from Dockside and Surfside and not having to like get an Uber to take me to the parks or hoof it as far and all of that. So Nick, thank you so much. We appreciate it. It's
been a pleasure having you guys. Like Nick, it's been a pleasure having you guys here. Yeah. Like we love everybody that comes and chimes in. Like we love it. It's so much fun. So much fun to share a communal love of Universal.
Are we going to do a meetup at the OI meetup on the 22nd? Informally, we'll be there.
We'll be there. Look for the guy with the camera.
Look, the big camera.
Backpack.
With the backpack.
We'll be ready to go.
Come say hi to us if you see us. Like we'll be around the park. Heck, we'll jump on a ride with you if you want.
Absolutely.
Like, we'll do it.
Will we be at the opening of Epic Universe? Yes.
Yes.
We will be. We purchased. So
when tickets were getting, so we have a military, freedom pass. That does not provide us access like an annual pass does for your typical annual pass tiers. They've got really great discounts as a military freedom pass. It's a great perk, but you're not an annual pass holder like the typical.
You don't get the perks. Yeah.
That meant when the freedom pass, or not freedom pass, when the Epic tickets were about to drop, we had quite a few conversations at home going, are we going to buy them? Are we not going to buy them? Are we going to buy them? Are we going to wait? What are we going to do? And we went to bed the night before going, we're going to hold off. We're going to wait. We're going to see what happens.
We did. We're like, we're not doing it. We're not doing it.
And then the tickets released.
And I was like, we're doing it.
Then we got to do it. So We bought
We bought like a 3-day, the 3-day,
3-day multi-day pass, which gets us access to islands and studios, even though we'll already have a freedom pass for 2025 at that point and not need those tickets for islands and studios. But we did it so that we had access to Epic on opening day, which
Christmas gifts.
Honestly, the Epic tickets for that is what we decided to give each other as our Christmas gift this year. Maybe silly to some, but it means a lot to both of us to get to be at Epic on opening day, as chaotic as it will be.
It'll be fun.
We're very excited about it. Yeah, it'll be quite a fun experience. So,
is there a sweet spot for when to ride Hagrid's during an Orlando Informer meetup? It's a great question. So Hagrid's is probably one of the few rides that still at a meetup will have a wait. You're probably going to be looking at like 45 minutes, and it's going to be
during the meetup
hours, and it's going to be all of 45 minutes. So we actually kind of recommend actually first thing, unless you really want to ride it at night. For
those that really want to eat a lot of the free food, we typically advise people to go during the daytime park. Probably eat the hours that you would have the free reign of the park during typical park hours before all the general guests are out, because then it will allow you to go ride Hagrid's, enjoy that, and then go, and the free food will already be running. For those of you who don't want to wait that long for Hagrid's, which is completely understandable, doing it mid-evening night of the meetup, you're going to still wait, but it's not going to be nearly as substantial of a wait.
Our thought process is just like we like hopping on rides and hopping and popping, and we don't really like spending 45 minutes, an hour, like waiting in one line when it's like, okay, I could be eating food, or I could be riding 3, 4, 5 rides other than Hagrid's, and like versus just going into the parks at 5 p.m. or so, and then
we're very much ride Hagrid's at EPA kind of people.
Oh, 100%.
Also, just a pro tip to understand that if Hagrid's is going to be open later into the evening, they do have a specific time they have to close it down and have the queue all emptied so they can start running their turnover for Hagrid's so they can get it up and going by EPA the next morning. So just be aware of that. Like the rides, there are big rides that will close early. So if you want to hit up Hagrid's, if you want to do Transformers, if you want to do Hulk, Velocicoaster, all of those big ones, Fast and Furious is also one of them. Jump on those rides before midnight or like I'd say by 11:30, so you get into the queue and you can actually enjoy them.
Do you think the solo meetup trip will be fun? Going to solo in February? Yeah, 100%. Like the meetups are great, fun. Especially Mardi Gras. Like the Mardi Gras parade. When I think about because HHN doesn't have a parade. Like is our favorite parade. Like hands down. Like no doubt about it. Like
Christmas parade's fine.
Christmas parade's fine.
Mardi Gras is a party.
And I think we actually, yes, we enjoy bead throwing, but we almost enjoy being on the ground as much, if not more, for that parade, because like the Mardi Gras parade is something else.
We do yell and scream to hype up the team members that are working, which makes it even more fun for them and for us. So Mardi Gras is a blast. I think you'll totally enjoy it. I started to say Marty and Jody at the Mardi Gras and Jody at the same time. I think you're gonna love it.
And they've got like the Mardi Gras treats, so like solid. It's a solid bet. Last movie. Ooh, this is a good one. I like this one.
Ooh, we watched a really good movie. Yeah, we watched a really good movie the other day. If you've never watched it, we recommend it. And I think
it's dark. It's a dark movie.
I think it would make a great HHN house if they ever want to do it. It is Last Night in Soho. It has the girl from the Queen's Gambit. What is her name?
Don't ask me. I don't.
And then it has the guy who plays Daemon Targaryen in it. Again, I don't know actors and actresses' names, but Last Night in Soho, we just watched it last weekend.
It's good.
It's suspenseful. It's a little scary.
There's a twist.
There's a twist in it. There's a twist. It's good.
I like tried editing during the movie just because like that's just what I do with my evenings. Is like I'll sit on it and just edit
when
stuff.
When he's not working,
I'm working on other stuff, and so like I ended up putting the computer down because I was like I'm in. Like I was like fought at the beginning. I was like whatever. I'm watching his background noise, and then it was just like laptops down. We're watching it.
Yeah,
but
Anya Taylor-Joy. Yes, that's who. She was great. And the movie we watched prior to The Last Night in Soho was Cruella.
Solid. Again,
Which was
great movie.
such a good movie. We forgot how it ended.
Yeah.
We were like, oh, I forgot that's what it was. So yeah, those are our two most recent movies we've watched.
Can you meet the Grinch during the OI meetup? And what is the wait times? Go ahead.
Sometimes.
Yes, you can. Like he'll be out. He'll be out.
Last year we ran into the Grinch immediately as he was coming out.
That was for the mini meetup.
At the mini meetup, and he was in Confiscos.
Also raining.
It was raining at the time, so if he will be in that area again, I don't know. I don't know where he.
The following night, we saw him out in front of Circus McGurkus,
which makes more sense to me versus Confiscos.
Not in Circus McGurkus
because it wasn't raining.
Was not open, and it was also Circus McGurkus was not open. But yeah, he'll be out. He'll be out and about during the meetups.
The wait time is significantly less to meet the Grinch at an OI meetup than your typical day. Like, it's going to be a respectable amount of time to wait. Like, if you see the Grinch, honestly, if we see the Grinch on the 22nd, 23rd, we will wait to go see him because it's that great of an interaction. It's so fun. And I'm not going to wait 5 hours in line to meet the Grinch for 2 minutes. I'd rather just spend 15 nights of my night.
15 minutes.
Excuse me.
15 nights waiting for him.
I'm all over the place. Where'd we go? Did we get our tickets for Epic yet? We did.
We're ready to camp out.
We only have one ticket for Epic, so we'll see how that goes. So we are going to purchase military freedom passes again for 2025, and then we're hoping that as they release more information about additional Epic ticketing, there will be more opportunity for us to purchase more tickets for Epic without paying additional.
Very curious to see how like the annual passes work.
Yeah.
And if they're even going to be annual passes for Epic Universe for the first year.
Talked about eventually upgrading one or both of our tickets from our military freedom pass to an annual pass. So that way we can buy the individual tickets for Epic. But we're holding tight right now just because there's so many things to sign up for and pay for and do that we want to make sure we're using our money wisely. So,
because eventually we will move down there.
Yes.
And then the other thing that we have to think about that we have not thought about during any of the trips that we've been here is parking.
Right? Like we had a whole discussion about that the other day. We've never had to deal with parking at Universal, and now it's like, oh, we will when we live there. We will. Can't just Lyft and Uber.
Walk from Hard Rock or Portofino Bay or Endless Summer if you need to.
Oh, it says, I think there will be annual passes, but not for next year. I'm not shocked if there isn't an annual pass for Epic in 2025. Not shocked one bit.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be. I had seen stuff about like what extras are they going to do for next year, and I'm like, nothing. They're probably going to do no real extra events at Epic next year, maybe 2026.
They got to get a year under their belt to work out the kinks and see how things go and all of that.
That's one of the bit like talking with like Tyler and Unfriendly Hero, and there's like the thing that is like, especially with opening day, is like patience. Because stuff isn't going to run the way we think. It's not probably going to be very smooth. Like that stuff's going to break. Stuff's going to go haywire. Like just patience for like, especially those beginning days of Epic Universe until like they get it all sorted out.
Let's see here. Jody said she was really surprised of how reasonable the daily tickets were. I don't know. You paid for
I think it's going to be packed though.
Right.
It's going to be packed.
It's going to be busy. And then once we're Florida residents and you two get annual passes, 2 of them will help with parking. Yes, that's one of the reasons that we will look at advancing up into an actual annual pass that'll help cover our parking issues versus
parking and then hotel discounts, merch discounts, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like it'll add up for sure.
Right. Let's see.
Melissa's just waiting for the soft opening for annual passes. Same.
Right.
Hopefully we can make that list.
That would be so cool.
That would be so cool.
We've seen that in 2026 will be the first time they'll offer a ticket with multi-day access. So I could see A being available, APs being available then. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it.
I won't be shocked if the more options come out after the first year of
Mhm.
Epic. What time should we get to Universal for the OI meetup for check-in?
Check-in starts at 3.
Mm-hmm.
The lines at 3 are usually quite long.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not
Well,
gonna.
actually, the lines at 3 moved pretty quick, but then when
It'll
you get to the
move
food
quick.
area.
Yeah, so people will line up at like 2:30
Mm-hmm.
to check in. The line will move quick. I don't think I'd get there much before 3.
We got there at like 3 for our last OI meetup, and we literally walked right
Mhm,
back. We got in line to check in, which was already in the soundstage area
mhm,
that they were hosting the check in, and that moved quickly. It was once we got our tickets and our bracelet things and all of that, and then we went over to the other soundstage where they were hosting
mhm.
food and music and all of those pieces where we're like, oh, this is where all the
That's where
people
everybody
are.
is. Yeah.
Because they're hanging out, they're getting their free food, they're
Mhm.
enjoying their time before they could go into the parks, depending on if they had a daytime ticket or not.
And then like just make sure you have your email with
Mhm.
the QR code. The QR code will make it go
Yep.
really, really quick. And the team members for Orlando and Formaro do a great job of like making sure if you have any questions.
Did you have to show your ID as the person who bought the tickets?
Yes. So bring an ID
Mhm.
just to make sure that like
Whoever
ID
the
matches the
person was that bought
reservation.
the tickets, yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And then yeah, you'll be off to a great time. And then, like if you
It's
don't
so
have
fun.
daytime park admission, go grab something to eat, whether it's a soundstage
Yeah.
or out at City Walk, and then
Where you will find some lines once the event kicks off and the food is, or once the event kicks off and the food hasn't officially started everywhere. There are 4 locations, 2 in studios and 2 in islands. You'll find a line at those areas of people waiting to get in and getting their free food. So on studio side, it's Cafe La Bamba and Richter Burger. And then on the island side, it is Cafe 4 and Burger Digs. And last time we were there, Cafe La Bamba and Richter Burger started having lines build up outside of them before those areas opened where you could go in and get your food before all of the food started flowing. But they move pretty darn quick. I think OI has just stepped up their game
mhm.
every single time they've held an event and figured out how do they maneuver through so many people wanting so
Mhm.
much food so quickly.
And how do they keep it fresh and new? You know, how do they
Yes.
keep
Oh, I was
providing
gonna
value?
say, and they just keep the food fresh.
Mhm.
Like you don't want to just make a bunch
Oh,
of
yeah,
stuff and
for
have
sure.
it sitting. They've done a better job about that.
Boom times 2 booked our epic days for the anniversary trip next October.
Oh,
That is a great anniversary gift to each other.
it
It's
is.
adorable.
It is.
And I am exceptionally jealous of staying at Helios.
Our anniversaries in July. We could still one of our anniversaries is in July. We could still make it happen, right? Right. Let's see. Let's see. I did the first OI event and a different event now, much better than now than then. Yeah, they
They've
just
been,
keep
yeah.
advancing it every single time. Although I do miss the $15
The $15
food
gift
card.
card, I do
Like
miss.
I understand providing the free food,
Yep.
but we used to go and check in at 3 and then go and take our gift card and like have a reservation at Antiquitos or
Big
something.
Fire or something.
Where we'd go use our card there before the food started going up later in the night. How was the meetup yesterday? It's Friday. Oh, we weren't there.
Yeah, we haven't been down there yet for the
I thought it
meetup
was
yet.
Friday right now. I was like, there's a meetup happening today. It started today, but yeah, we didn't go to the meetup this weekend. We will be there next weekend
So what should I do? The parade or the show?
at the meetup, or do the parade one night and the show the next night.
I'm assuming you mean sensational when you mean the show
Or the Hula Day Spectacular.
or the Hula Day Spectacular. The Hula Day Spectacular you might be able to catch prior to park closing.
Mhm.
The parade will be listed. I don't know when the parade will start. It's usually
The parade's done.
yeah. I mean
Were
the
you talking about Mardi Gras?
no, the Christmas parade.
Oh, forgot about the Christmas parade. Okay, yeah, never mind. I thought you were talking about the mega movie parade, and I was like, that just wrapped
The
up.
Christmas parade.
Yeah, there is
the-
a Christmas parade.
There is the Christmas parade will be listed on when that is. I don't know offhand.
Mm-mm.
It'll probably be
Probably.
6:30. I don't know. Like once we know, we can let you know. But
We enjoy the Hula Day Spectacular so much.
yeah, I would just alternate. Be like,
Yeah.
do one day and one the next, and
Mhm.
you'll probably, safe bet is to do one per night.
Yeah, that's a good call. Do them both. Do one night, do one the
Yeah.
next night, and so you've hit them both, and you know what they're like. PSA: if you book the Helios Grand, you do not get unlimited fast pass. That is correct. It's not included.
You do
in
get
the Helios
EPA
Grand.
at Epic Universe.
That's true. That's true.
What day, Angel?
What day is our anniversary?
So, Ob doesn't really do days. She does like months.
I do.
August is her birth month.
Yeah.
And therefore, it applied to our wedding as well. So July 1st.
We have multiple anniversary dates.
We had our ceremony, I would say.
We got married in April.
Legally
married in the eyes of the government in April in the kitchen at my parents' house, and they were our witnesses. And then we held our ceremony in July on the 1st
with family,
with a small
in our apartment,
intimate family in the backyard of our apartment, to have, the actual wedding dress and all of that. This is military life for you. And then on the 4th of July, because not everybody,
America's Day,
not everybody wants to do, a big wedding. We're not those people. We had a big ceremony.
It was a barbecue.
Yeah.
We just had a barbecue.
Dickie's barbecue catered, and everyone came over, and we had our little, what's it called after the ceremony? The reception. Yeah, we had a reception with our friends and family, and then we celebrated the 4th of July and did fireworks.
And played Army people versus Aubrey's softball team.
We did. We played wiffle ball at our reception.
Played yard games and watched fireworks.
But so Ben has 3 opportunities to celebrate our anniversary, and if
3
he forgets
opportunities
one,
to remember,
then we're on to the next one, and there's you're gonna get 1 out of 3. Yeah. It's great.
Darn TV eyes.
Let's see. Yep, Mom's laughing at that story. She knows exactly. She knows. Have you guys booked the Ride and Dine for Mardi Gras? We did it last year and have booked this year. Yes, we booked the Ride and Dine. Ben texted me when they were live, and I had no clue, and I was like, buy them. We want to do this, and so we booked them. We're going to be on Ride and Dine for the first night of Mardi Gras. If you're at Mardi Gras, we want to throw you beads if you're not doing Ride and Dine, so we're very excited for it.
Picks playing softball at a wedding dress, or it didn't happen.
You
changed by that point.
I think I changed by that point. I changed outfits multiple times that day. Ben wore basketball shirts and a black t-shirt that said groom.
Yeah.
And he wore Metcons. So, that's just kind of our style.
We did our first dance, and then she changed, and then it was bride on her t-shirt.
Yeah, I had a white t-shirt that said bride on. We'll throw pics on Patreon.
Yeah.
We got John's mom's mac and cheese going on Patreon. We got wedding pictures on Patreon. We'll share the love. If you stay at Portofino, Hard Rock, Royal Pacific, you get unlimited fast pass, and you will also receive early access to Epic and can use the bus transport access, all included, which is fantastic. Now, Sapphire Falls is included in that tier, but you're not going to get those type of benefits when you're at Sapphire Falls.
It's really weird. I don't know why.
I think
should have just kept it. Whatever.
It'll be interesting to me if they change that up in the next year or so and really launch.
It's funny.
It's
not. It's as nice as a signature. I'll give it that. But then it's if you don't get the perks of a signature, why are you calling it a signature?
But if you're not paying the price of a signature, I like that option.
But then it's not a signature.
It's the quality of a signature without the perks, which means without the extra price.
I would have just kept it how it was.
Right.
Whatever.
Well, and they bumped Cabana Bay down to value, and I'm like, sweet, let's go there and save money.
I'm old and cranky.
Right. I do want to tell you guys, we have some really cool holiday shirts on the way that we just ordered today. If you haven't seen our Aftercolor shirts, neither of us are wearing them right now. Terrible time to plug this, but Aftercolors,
shirts.
Some of our favorite shirts.
HHN shirts.
They have a lot of Harry Potter, a lot of book, if you're a book girly of sorts or guy, Taylor Swift, Star Wars. They've got a ton of different collections, but they just dropped their holiday collection. And I'm going to drop the link so you guys can see. But one of the shirts that we're going to be getting is the Weasley's Christmas gift shop t-shirt. Ben has one coming, and they've just got some really cool stuff. So check out Aftercolors. And we also have a coupon code that you guys can use to save a couple bucks on it, which I will remember what our coupon code is. and share it with you guys in case you do want to get a shirt.
Hulk at night is an amazing ride. It's just as rough at night as it is during the day, but it's a very different experience. As also Velocicoaster at night,
I like.
great ride.
Do you like roller coasters at nighttime
Or
more
daytime.
or daytime more?
So the one that is very fun at Christmas, shameless plug because it's one of my favorite rides, Hulk. Sorry, not Hulk, Doom.
I was like,
Doom.
wow, what?
Doom for the views. Amazing.
Right. Sorry, I'm trying to find the aftercolors thing and I don't have it on here.
What was everybody's favorite float last year? What was your favorite float?
King Gator.
King Gator's
Always King
what
Gator.
the pyro. Come on, Ken.
True.
Pyro.
The pyro floats are pretty
Pyro
cool.
floats are sweet.
Right?
See, Travis, this is why we get along. Doom, funny t-shirts, Ohio State. Let's do this. Did we just become best friends?
Travis, you guys are
We've
gonna
been
have
best
to
friends.
be in the park with us at some point because you and Ben need to meet. Fudge_factor is our discount code for Aftercolors if you guys want to buy a shirt from there. We don't make commission when you use that code. You're just getting a discount off of it, just so you know. But we just honestly, we love their shirts. I've got I have a number of the wizarding shirts, and Ben has started to get a few of them because I figured, well, if they let us do collab stuff, he needs to have a shirt or two as well. So
Mako and Iron Gwazi are the best night rides in Florida.
we still need to ride those.
Yeah, we went to SeaWorld.
We did go to SeaWorld.
We went to SeaWorld during Hollow Scream.
Yeah,
and didn't ride
we
a single
didn't.
thing.
We didn't. I did get my refund back from SeaWorld though,
exciting.
so that was a win in itself. But
Velocicoaster and Hagrid's are incredible. Rip ride feels like you're going through. I actually rode Rip Ride with D when we
You
went for
did.
HHN.
and you
It
were
was great.
no, was it? Oh yeah, it was with both Dee and Genevieve, and then you took Genevieve on Hulk, which is great, and Doom. Hagrid's at night is perfect, just fits. See, I like Hagrid's at night, especially with the motorbike effects and the headlights on and all of that. But what I like about it during the daytime better is when you go into like the Forbidden Forest before the drop. I like that your eyes haven't adjusted versus at nighttime. I'm like, I can see everything in here. So if there's a way to combat that, I think I would like Hagrid's even more at nighttime than daytime. But to each their own, right? What else do you guys have?
What theme do you think Mardi Gras will have this year?
Oh, I don't know.
They kind of did like element.
They could pick anything, and I'd be like, sweet.
Year. Yeah. I mean, the costumes are going to be top notch. But last year, it was fun last year.
Mardi Gras was a blast last year. Where did we book our hotel for Mardi Gras?
We didn't talk about this. Oh, so we booked Stella Nova.
We're going to go and experience Stella Nova early in 2025. We're very excited.
We'll be very excited. So we'll be there end of January, beginning of February. So really like the last day of January.
Do a hotel review, tell you all about Stella Nova, see what it's all about.
See how the transportation from those works to get, it'll be a bus. But.
Should we, I was going to say, should we film how long it takes you to walk from Stella Nova like we did?
Oh, God.
Dockside and Surfside.
You'll be waiting a while.
Yeah, probably. And you'll be walking in a very dangerous area.
I'll do it. It's already done.
Hallow Scream was awful. $250 for me and my fiance. And we had express on the haunted houses. Didn't even make it through all of them.
Really? Was it just because it was busy? Because it was like.
Well, you could have been like us. We didn't have express, but we only went through
like 2 houses.
2 of the 5 houses. And we were like, okay.
They're still working it out.
Come to find out, people told us we went through 2 of the best houses. So we're like, all right, we'll chalk that up as a win. So
it was like I'll give Hollow Scream some credit. Like the Siren show was great. Monster Stomp, great. I like that they didn't try to be HHN in some respects, and like so the Siren show I hope comes back. Just that one.
We'll see.
But
yeah, I think it would have helped had we visited and seen that area before.
If we had gone like during the day and gotten the lay of the land.
We were a little lost.
Yeah,
and I know it's a big circle, but we
lost.
were like, where are we going? Where is what we want to see? What is this stuff? So yeah, the show was amazing. Like very good. Very good. What else? Any questions that you guys have for us? Any fun stuff? one Christmas gift wrap back here.
It's an actual gift.
It is an
That's not
actual
fake.
gift. It's gonna go under the tree after this.
Or is it time to go get the pups?
Or is it time to go get the pups? It might be.
Pups it is.
All right. It was a little busy. It just seemed like the workers didn't know what they were doing. Interesting. Our plans for Thanksgiving. We are having a pretty quiet Thanksgiving here. It was originally just gonna be me and Ben. We had invited some folks over, but there's a lot of people out of town for Thanksgiving this year here where we live. But he just let me know that we're gonna pick up a guy he used to work with, or at least within the army world that he's in. And so we're gonna host basically a single soldier is gonna come over, and I'm gonna make Thanksgiving for all of us and allow him to have some people to be with and some turkey and stuffing at our house. It's been a tradition in our house where typically if we're home for Thanksgiving, we bring over solo soldiers who need a place to enjoy some food, not just be alone by themselves. And one of the very first Thanksgivings that I ever got to have with Ben, he actually had come home from deployment the day of Thanksgiving. Wow, that was quick, Lainey. Come here. Hi, baby. So we try to help out people who need someone or people to have Thanksgiving with. And so that's what we'll be doing this year. Positive vibes when you move down. Have you decided on rotation or take on posting the different parks? Not yet. We'll figure it out. Like, there's just so many unknowns at this point. She got up here very quick. What's the origin of our channel name? Well, our last name's Fudge.
Yeah, our last name is actually Fudge.
Yep.
Or my last name is actually Fudge.
No,
Now yours is now.
mine is. It's been that way for 6 years now.
And then we're thinking of things that could be fun, kind of punny. Honestly, like people like Tim Tracker was really funny. It was like we were trying to come up with something that was alliteration, and then it was like, oh, well, people actually say fudge factor in terms of everyday life and common uses. Like, let's use that.
Yeah, yeah. Although there are a number of people that say fudge factory to us, and we just were like, sure, if it helps you remember. But fudge factory, yeah, just kind of decided to go with it, and now we're stuck with it.
Yeah, we don't really take it all as like we have no idea what we're doing. So
yeah. Any info on the Coconut Club if you're gonna be doing a Christmas
They
theme?
will be.
They will
I know
be
they
doing a
were
Christmas
working on
theme.
it earlier this week to kind of like.
But no main info on that quite
Probably
yet.
next weekend for sure.
Oh, what are your usual must-eats during the holidays at the parks? That is a very good question.
Grinch ice cream sandwich.
The Grinch cookies. Ben likes them in ice cream sandwich form. One of our favorites was the s'mores panini last year, especially when you eat it fresh. It is the chocolatey, gooey mess. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Speaking of people, I think we fed him for Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Hi, Sean. Thanks for joining. Any other? I plan on trying the Thanksgiving crepe that they have. I don't think we actually had it last year, but I'm interested.
Oh, goodness me.
I'm very interested. This is Lainey.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
She's a snuggle bug.
Hi.
Congratulations on just getting engaged, Mike TV.
Hi.
Do you know anything Universal does for recently engaged couples? If you stop at the guest service up front, you can get one of the buttons that says like we're celebrating, and they'll write in that you just got engaged. That's one of the main things I am aware of that they will do. Aside from that, I don't know. Unless you're going to Mardi Gras, and if you're going to go do bead throwing at Mardi Gras, let them know that you're engaged, because there's a chance. It's not always guaranteed, but you might get picked as king and queen. I know they typically do that for people celebrating their anniversaries. So there's an opportunity there, which is a pretty cool experience.
Yeah, I almost got in trouble, Scooby. You know, saying that my last name is Fudge.
Oh, yeah. It's our last name.
Our last name.
Our last name. Well, I think that's all we got. I thank you, everybody who did a super chat tonight.
We made it. We're doing a live. We're doing a live.
We made it. We will be doing a live on either Friday evening or Saturday evening of the 22nd, 23rd. We will get it posted and up, and I'll put an email out to everybody that has provided their emails to us, so you know. And then we'll post on our Instagram as well, just so you're aware. It's gonna be fun. We've never done a live during
Yeah, we'll
OI.
see you during
I
Grinchmas.
I do know I need to make sure it's not wobbly shaky, so we might need to bring the gimbal.
Whoa.
Because the last time I tried doing a
Craziness.
live in the park, people could hear me breathing, and it was
Mhm.
like this, and I felt like I was gonna give people motion sickness. So we'll work out those kinks.
Got to make sure it's charged.
Yeah, that too. That too. Thankfully, I've got my backpack.
Yep.
We can carry a lot of stuff. So
Thank you, everybody.
yes. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna go take these pups outside. We will see you guys all in a week on our live during OI. Thanks.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.